True believers, it's your man Keanu Believes. Guys, if you like making money, you like getting rich in crypto, then I'm the guy to tell you how to do it. But I'm not giving you financial advice, even if I am always right. Today, we're going to talk about Ethereum. We're going to do a deep dive on Ethereum. We're going to have a nice conversation about why Ethereum is about to price everybody out of the market, and there's absolutely nothing that anybody can do about it in the coming months. It's not financial advice, but I am always right. All right, guys, the market is trading at $2.203 trillion, up 2.5%. And guess what? We are now looking at a radical shift in the landscape. And it is playing out, and it keeps playing out every day. Now that we've reached a certain point of resistance with Bitcoin, the general consensus is that the market will now do a correction, do a slide, do a minor decline, and then everything will go with it. And that's not what's happening. There's $139 billion in trading volume, meaning that our market cap could be as high as about $2.6, $2.7 billion at that level. But here is what is very interesting. Bitcoin dominance is down to 41%. Ethereum is up to 18.4%. Now, what that means is very simple. It means that very, very quickly, Bitcoin dominance is ending. If you look at the trading over the last, you have to look back a little while. But if you look at it right now, Bitcoin is still struggling at 48,000 with a 1.1% increase. But Ethereum is up to $3,400. It's up 3% in the last hour, and it's up 7.8% today. While Bitcoin is basically trading even. Now look at these 24-hour volumes. The 24-hour volumes, Ethereum is almost there. They're within $4.5 billion of Ethereum overtaking Bitcoin as the most popular traded token. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means a whole lot, because as you go down this line, Cardano has already started to make its surge and its rally. Solana is back up and making another surge. Hokk is making another surge. Uniswap is making another surge. Everything associated with Ethereum is going to start making a big surge. Now, I guess it's fair to say that nothing is associated with Bitcoin to begin with, because Bitcoin is just Bitcoin. And the reason that Bitcoin doesn't have the problems that Ethereum has and the benefits that Ethereum has is because it's just Bitcoin. But as you go down this list, you're going to see what we are looking at is a slow and steady start to an altcoin season, and it looks like the market is starting to move away in a shift from phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, because Ethereum is taking over. As we watch it right now, it's playing out. So we're at 2.203 trillion. Market volume is at 139 billion. Bitcoin dominance is down to 41%. And here comes Ethereum. Moving on. So guys, it looks like of my followers, one of them must be Bitcoin.com, because yesterday we talked about it and today they're talking about it. Ethereum fees jumped 154% since last week. $400 Uniswap fees, $1,000 to interact with OpenSea. Following the bug and the split that occurred after a great number of Geth nodes did not upgrade, Ethereum fees have risen dramatically since August 21, jumping from $11 per transaction to today's $27.98 per transaction. Ethereum is the second largest crypto asset in terms of crypto market capitalization. Ether fees have jumped dramatically since August 21, spiking 154% to today's average transaction cost of $27.98 per transaction. The cost to interact with smart contracts and Web3 platforms is even worse, as people report on Uniswap or decentralized exchanges that there are fees upwards of $300 to even over $1,000 per interaction. Non-fungible token marketplace fees for places like OpenSea have significantly higher Ether gas fees than usual as well. The hope is that Ethereum 2.0 will fix the issues with transaction fees, and it will, by the way, and stabilize the fees to be more uniform. However, like Ethereum developers prepare for the switch, Ethereum competitors, otherwise known as ETH killers, are steadily catching up to the second largest crypto asset. Ethereum is facing rising competition from blockchains like the BSC, Binance Smart Chain, Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, Terra, Avalanche, Tron, Cosmos, and EOS, all of which aim and promise to provide much lower transaction fees in order to send funds or interact with decentralized finance applications. So, here we are today, spending hundreds of dollars sometimes just to make a transaction happen on the Ethereum network, and you are pricing people out of your token. If you are an ERC20 developer, you have now priced the average investor out of your token. And let me be specific here. If you did that, and we today are sitting in a Telegram or we're sitting in a chat room and somebody comes in and they tell you, hey, I can bypass all of the fees that somebody is paying. Well, we know that they're a scammer, but guess what? Not everybody knows that, because we are doing two things. As developers, we're trying to lure new investors into our token. We're trying to create value for those people so that they can then profit and make some money, and we can make some money. And we are leaving them exposed by having them not be educated. And we absolutely cannot educate everybody. We can expect people to be educated, but that doesn't change the fact that people are being robbed left and right. Last night we had a situation in Keanu Telegram where someone was pretending to be a dev, using one of the dev names, telling someone in a private chat that they could just go to a different exchange, and they gave them a link to an exchange, and that exchange was a honeypot. And that person, rather than do it, came to me and asked me, does this seem legit? So my response was absolutely not. And we went through it and we showed him how to figure out and understand that he was being ripped off. And you know what? It took him a long time. It took a long period of understanding and realization to know that the person that he thought was texting him was not really the person texting him. And you can't fix all of those, because not everybody is going to come to me. Not everybody is going to go through your chat and go to an admin and ask them, hey, is this legit? They think that they're saving money, and they're doing it because what we're doing has priced everybody out of crypto. Now, guys, if you're wondering why meme coins are not taking off right now, the rent is too damn high. If a person comes in and they're trying to invest $50, $100, $150, or $200, and they have to pay that or more just to get in, then they are sitting in a situation as a new investor where it's not even worth it, because if the product doubles in value, they are still taking a loss. And do you know why? Because to put your money in and to pull it back out will cost double what you're putting in. That's insane. Now, to combat this, most of the tokens have moved over to BSC. In fact, if you start to go down the list of Ethereum ERC20 meme tokens and you start to look, you will see a bunch of products that 4 or 5 months ago you thought were lively products that are now basically dead sticks because they have moved over to BSC because they're not trying to screw over investors. And guys, if you get that $100 investor and they put $100 into Ethereum just for a transaction fee, you don't get that. Nobody gets the windfall from that investment. Nobody makes money there except Ethereum. The reason for this is very simple. And some of you might be asking yourself, well, if that's the case, then why does it not happen with Bitcoin? And the answer is very simple. Bitcoin and Ethereum are called proof of work. Proof of work requires mining. And that means that these people are verifying your transactions. That's what's going on. They're crunching numbers. They're unlocking blockchains by verifying transactions. And it takes several transactions verified before your transaction, a single transaction, goes through. Now, why does it not affect Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin ain't shit. All Bitcoin is in our society is a store of gold. It doesn't do anything. But it was here first. It's stable, and you can hold it and let it grow. There's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoins, and that is if nobody has destroyed any of them. The maximum amount there will ever be is 21 million, and there are 48 millionaires in the world. And if that's the case, there's not even one Bitcoin for every millionaire. Now, if you think about that, that is a significant number because Bitcoin is now part of the public lexicon, which means that we already agree that it has a store of value. But at the end of the day, it doesn't do anything at all. It's just a store of value. The end. Ethereum, on the other hand, their blockchain is what apps can be created on. It's what security can be created on. It's what banking transactions can be created on. It's what NFTs can be created on. It's what data can be transferred through. Ethereum is the backbone of an internet structure. Now, Ethereum at this point is still proof of work, which means that it is requiring all of those transactions to be verified by a miner every single time. And that's where your gas fees end up coming into play, because if you pay for slow gas, then a miner cannot verify your transaction. They can decline it because they want to make money. What we have is a money grab that's happening in the Ethereum network because miners want to maximize their amount of money. And when you have a lot of people needing their transactions verified, because this is a big network, when you have a lot of people verifying transactions all at once, then you, as a miner, can start to choose that you're only going to verify high gas fee accounts. And you know what? If that's all the mining that there is, then that's what happens. And then sometimes you, as a small investor, you could be sitting there for 20 or 30 minutes just to watch one transaction go through. Do you know why? Because there is no protocol that prohibits people from just ignoring you. Your transaction will go through, but it will go through after all of the important people have had their transactions go through. Now that is exactly how Ethereum works. That's proof of work, and it allows miners to ignore your transaction. What I told you just now makes it impossible for you to reasonably play a dip, for you to reasonably make some money on some of the tokens that you're trying to make plays on. It is absolutely impossible, beyond the fact that the fees are there. Take, for example, something as simple as, and these guys have had a great run. Floki, the last couple days, they went from 3,900 up to, I believe, at 12,000 right now. So they're over a little bit over a 3x just in a couple of days. And guess what? If you had put in $100 on that day, it would have cost you about $100 to get in. So you've already just doubled your money because the transaction fees alone, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. The transaction fees alone, as of right now, would have had you breaking even if you just put $100 in. And that doesn't mean you can't make money. Again, if you're putting in $1,000 and you've made $3,000 and you're pulling it out, then you made $1,800. I mean, the math is still the math. But the point to it is, you have priced out the normal investor because of the Ethereum network. You know what hasn't? Cardano, Solana. Every single network not named Ethereum or Bitcoin is now using proof of stake. And proof of stake is a lower energy alternative, and it makes the fees very, very, very small. Yesterday I showed you that Cardano conducted twice the transactions in dollars, not as many transactions, twice in volume, in sheer amount, the transactions, and they charged 51,000, whereas Ethereum made 28 million. That is ridiculous. Now, I'm not saying that Ethereum is making it, it's the miners that are making it. But if we continue to price everybody out of meme coins, there will be no more meme coins. It doesn't exist without the fact that there are investors who can come in and put a small amount of money in, and they can make some life-changing money. The people that got into Dogecoin, all those millionaires, the people that made huge amounts of money, those are not the wealthy. Those are the young. Those are the kids, the college kids, the people who wanted and needed life-changing money and didn't pay fees for it, by the way. The people that did all of that had their lives changed, and they weren't priced out of a market with fees. Shiba, when it started to hit some of the other exchanges, they did the same thing, and it caused a lift. You know why? Because now it's easy to get into your product. Now, if you're sitting there and you're thinking right now, yeah, well, that doesn't really apply to us because it's going to, it's going to balance itself out, and eventually Ethereum is going to do proof of stake, and they will on ETH 2.0, but ETH 2.0 doesn't come out until next year, so we are at least 6 months away from ETH 2.0, and anything that's going to make a difference. And if you're thinking, well, EIP 1559 just happened at the London fork, yeah, but that's not what it did. All it did was allow you to make better predictions on when the fees would go up and when the fees would go down based on network traffic. And that's all it did. It didn't make anything cheaper. In fact, as you can see, it's now out of control. What are the solutions? September 12th, Cardano will introduce smart contracts, and it will create a bridge for ERC20 tokens to move over there. Then you never have to deal with an Ethereum fee again. You got to deal with a Cardano fee, but guess what? They're not even close because they're proof of stake, which means that instead of charging dollars upon dollars upon dollars to make a transaction, a $100 transaction might cost you about $1, if that. People have been priced out of the market. Stop pricing your investors out of the market. If we, as meme coin enthusiasts, if we want to get to that next level, meme coin season has to have a season that matters, and the money has to go to us, not to Ethereum. It is absolutely insane that it would be going to Ethereum. Just imagine how much money Ethereum has made off of meme coins in all this time. Stop giving the money away. We, as developers and as enthusiasts, owe it to the other investors to give them value. Stop trying to give them just more Ethereum fees. Now, guys, I don't really have anything for a rant today because this was my rant, and I started off with this. So if you like it, good. If you don't like it, But now we're going to move on to the meme coins, and we're going to talk about what's going on. Okay, guys, Keanu is trading at 91.70. That is about even with yesterday. I think we were talking around 91, so it's not a big difference in a variance, but there's been a significant dip. There's been a significant dip that people have played, and now we're getting back to But there's a lot of things going on. John McAfee's NFT market is going to be coming very soon. Max Sean 100 is going to have a worldwide launch party, and there's going to be some special guests that we can't even talk about at this point. So there are plenty of awesome and amazing things that are about to happen in the Keanu verse. But you're going to have to strap yourself in because it's going to get crazy. Moving on. Okay, guys, so Kaido is trading at 12.65. That's up 5.2% to yesterday. And if you look right here, there is a nice little dip happening. So they were way up on the day at 13.84 at one point. So, guys, things are happening over in the Hokk universe. If you have not, check out their Telegram, testnet, airdrop update in the Ropsten network. They are now testing Hokk Fi. There are 32 members currently signed up. The airdrop for those wallets has been completed. So testing is ongoing right now. But big things are happening. Changes are coming. And guys, I would be excited if I were you, because Hokk Finance is about to take over the world. Moving on. All right, guys, Sanshu update. The announcement for the dog park is imminent. Wolf Date is what it's called, and it's going to happen very soon. So check them out in Telegram, and you will know what's going on. But they're trading at 1953, and that's about even. But if you look right here, they have been accumulating for the last bunch of days. And guys, when you're in an accumulation phase, then you are creating a new floor and a new bottom to your token. And it looks like it's going to be right around 2,000, which means that your market cap is going to stay up. This is one of the best things that you can see about a chart, is that it's not dipping just a little bit and dipping just a little bit and dipping just a little bit. Now, guys, it's going to have to be an announcement coming pretty soon, and then people are going to be throwing their tokens at you. So get that Wolf Date going. Let's get the dog park open, and let's get to the moon. Moving on. Floki. Is it okay for me to say Flowly shit? Every single day, Floki seems to be doing something new and something different. Today, you're trading at 1342. You are now up 16% to the same time yesterday. And at that same time yesterday, you guys were just in the middle of playing a little bit of a dip, but now you've gone up another 300 points from there, which means that good things are continuing to happen. And if you don't know, you're about to know. There is going to be a Project X announcement, and it was going to take place on Thursday, September 2nd. There's no time. No, there is a time. Let me read the statement. We're very hyped for what's coming on Thursday, September 2nd. This is coming from B directly. We know y'all are curious and excited. There's been lots of mystery around Project X since we first hinted at it. So exactly what is it all about, and why is it going to be so big for Floki in the future of this amazing movement? You will find out Thursday at 1800 UTC. You don't want to miss the live stream on Floki's official YouTube channel, which is not mine, by the way. Meanwhile, let's hype things up a little bit with... There is a short video happening right now. History will be made. The journey to Valhalla will begin. Speaking of Valhalla, while we're watching this, even though we're watching it quietly, Vikings, War of Clans. If anybody's in there, look me up. World 761. My name, it's Keanu Believes. All right, guys, check out the hype video because Floki has it going on. Moving on. Guys, Saitama, Wolfpack, give it a shout out. You guys are pushing upwards at this moment, in fact. 81.36, that puts you even with yesterday. There was a little dip to play. But there's also some stuff going on. There is an AMA posted on their official YouTube channel right now that you can go check out. Go to their Telegram. It's one of the pinned messages, message number 182. And they do have a new website that they're working on. If the link is available, it was supposed to be up and running yesterday. Go check the Telegram again, see if that's up and running. Guess that's all I got. Everything good happening is happening in Saitama as well. Moving on. Kishu's trading at 74.69. That is up 7.49% to yesterday. They are creating value for you, the investor. Trading was $343,000 yesterday, which means things are moving. And if you go to their Telegram, they have a YouTube video up with the captain saying that Kishu token holders, a massive burn is coming. There's some amazing NFT news and so much more. Go to their Telegram, check it out. There's big things happening in Kishu. Moving on. StarLink aliens. I'm not even sure if it's supposed to be aliens or not. I just like saying it. But guys, you're at 1762. It's down about 7%, but it was up 16% yesterday. So on a 2-day average, you guys are still up. But oh my goodness, Guys, if you have not looked at their Telegram, check their Telegram because they have videos up of some, I'm going to call it pre-alpha for the StarLink universe, and it is unbelievable. It's just walking through a space station, and it's just the development of your character so far, but there are a ton of character options that you have at this moment. Not playable, by the way. Otherwise, I'm sure they would let me into the alpha. It's not playable at this moment, but you can see the developers walking around, moving around throughout the space station. I'm going to give you like a little sneak peek right here so you can judge for yourself.
Sell online and grow your business.
Sell online and grow your business.
E-commerce. Create a beautiful store.
Now, guys, just for some reference here, you're going to be able to own property on this space station. So this is going to be your real-world StarLink cryptocurrency that's going to be used to purchase all of the items inside of this game. I believe that StarLink is set for a massive amount of growth in a very short period of time, and this game is testament to that. Moving on. Hey, another day of me being banned from Shiba Telegram, and another day of them not going up at all. So, guys, I don't know what to tell you, but do more good or something. I don't know. But, guys, seriously, Shiba is the one of us that's going to get sent the first. Remember, the advantage that they're going to have over everybody else is that they're going to be able to avoid a lot of the fees just based on the transactions that will now be able to be done through Coinbase whenever that launches, through any other USDT that they're wrapped with. So there's plenty of big things that are happening. There's plenty going on. The moment is not yet upon us when everything blows up. But if you were sitting right now looking at a chart, then this little thing right here would be something that you would want to see, that it's going back up. As you can see, the trend line is just a little bit down, but as we all are, it's just an accumulation, and at any moment now, Shiba's going to explode, and it's going to take everybody with it. But still going to have to pay Ethereum a shitload of money in order for that to happen. Now, guys, I don't have a rant today because I already did it. That's my time. Let's all have a good day, and let's prosper.
Been around since the 80s and wasn't always cool, especially with the ladies. I was a damn fool. Dad was an alcoholic. Mama, she had to leave him. Grew up around the fighting, the fussing, cussing, and cheating. That's when I started breaking all of the rules, selling drugs and robbing people. I was kicked out of school. I was a bad kid, tearing shit up, sleeping on couches with 40 bottles.